Hi, my name is Brett Hanson, and I'm an English teacher and AI coach at Southern Door High School and working for a couple of other schools. Today I want to reflect on my journey through the ISTI certification process, focusing specifically on the criteria that have helped me use data more effectively. So before starting the certification, I thought I was pretty current with technology. I used the tools, I encouraged my students to use them, and I was always looking for new tools to expand our education and particularly to prepare my students for their real future. But this process has fundamentally shifted my perspective. It's challenged me to move beyond just using technology and pushed me to ground my practice in more of a pedagogical approach, especially the findings from the learning sciences and applying things in a bit more organized way. I've always been kind of a fly by the seat of my pants person, and sometimes that creativity helps me well, but other times it has, I realize now, reduced the effectiveness of my technology instruction. So this has taught me that the goal isn't just to integrate new tech, but to leverage it in ways that research shows will genuinely improve student learning, and then also to help my peers learn better. I am a technology leader in my school. So this journey has mainly been about learning how to do a better job. So my biggest area of learning, once again, was reframing my relationship with educational research. This process has required me not to just read an article, but to connect to more peer-reviewed research, to my classroom practice, and show evidence of that change. I've done some of this with my podcast. It's called AI for Everyone, and I've met some other ISTE educators because I first started to promote my podcast through ISTE Connect, the social media for ISTE. And it's worked out well. So now I have a small group of ISTE people, I guess you would say. So, and this has really helped my dive into artificial intelligence. I was already using it, but I'm using it more and more. So I see AI as a powerful tool for efficiency and content creation, but this process has pushed me to investigate the research around AI's pedagogical, ethical, and equitable implications. So this has led me to develop the Equitable AI Technology Integration Professional Development, which I administered at my school, and is a few of my artifacts. This has helped my district administrators focus in on more equitable instruction for teachers, and I've used a lot of AI for student projects as well. So the digital citizenship and purposeful learning stuff was really, really important for me. My learning has become less about mastering a single tool and more about understanding the complex ecosystem and that demands research-backed proof and requirements. So I kind of view this now as more of a holistic approach toward this process. When I first looked at the 25 criteria, the task of creating a unique artifact for each one felt really overwhelming, and I was stressed. And so my initial approach was to create a simple checklist, but as I engaged more deeply with the standards, I realized that authentic teaching isn't that siloed. It has to, intermingle more. And so this part has been a really profound learning experience for me, and it's transformed my process. This was a very stressful process for me because I'm not super focused on the smaller criteria and expectations, and in the initial class I lost some points or didn't get approved because of that. So some of the changes to my work is about empowering student ownership. I've really tried to push hard to get my students to embrace their data, to use technology effectively, and I think that's viewed through the Grammar Storybook project, which I shared, and then the Design Thinking project. So although it's been kind of a pain, it's been very frustrating, the ISTE certification process has helped me enormously, and so I'm grateful for it. Thanks for all your help.